and welcome to You Should Read This. I am Christina, the Thayer Public Library's teen librarian. I am alone in the teen room right now because we are closed to public today, so I'm going to take off my mask so that everybody at home can hear me better. During You Should Read This, it is a 5-minute or less recommendation video. I recommend 3 different titles, something that's an oldie, so it's a little bit older than a year or two, something that's a newbie, something that's a year or less old, and an audiobook pick. Something that you can listen to on CD or using the Libby app that you can use on your phone or computer. So each one of these I'm going to tell you why you should read it as well as what it's about. So we're going to get started. Start the timer. Our first pick is Ashlord by Scott Rankin. What it's about: over the course of a multi-day event, elite riders from clashing cultures vie to be crowned champion. But the modern version of the sport requires more than good riding. Competitors must be skilled at creating phoenix horses made of ash and controlling alchemy. The phoenix horses are summoned back to life with each sunrise and uniquely crafted powers to cover impossible distances and challenges before bursting into flames at sunset. But good alchemy only matters if a rider knows how to defend their phoenix horse at night. Murder is outlawed, but breaking bones and poisoning ashes, that's all legal and encouraged. In this year's races, 11 riders will compete. Who will attain the dream of glory, or will they flame out in defeat? So, why you should read it. It's gripping and quick. This story will have you rooting for multiple riders. We follow 3 perspectives. Think the Hunger Games action meets the politics of Among Us in a fantastical yet realistic setting. I really like this one, and I'm very much looking forward to the sequel that comes out early in 2021. Our next pick, that was our oldie by the way, our next pick is our newbie, which is going to be All Our Twisted Secrets by Diana Urban. What it's about: welcome to dinner again. Congratulations on being selected. Now you must do the selecting. What do the queen bee, the star athlete, the valedictorian, the stoner, the loner, and the music geek all have in common? They were all invited to a scholarship dinner only to discover it's a trap. Someone has locked them into a room with a bomb, a syringe filled with poison, and a note saying they have an hour to pick someone to kill, or else everyone dies. As they retrace the events over the past year that might have triggered their captor's ultimatum, it becomes clear that everyone is hiding something. And with the clock ticking down, confusion turns into fear, and fear morphs into panic as they race to answer the biggest question: who will they choose to die? Why you should read it? This is the closest book we have found to Karen McManus's One of Us is Lying, and while it is lacking that multiple point of view storytelling that Karen's book had, it's a wickedly suspenseful escape room that you can't help but watch. Our last pick today is going to be our audiobook pick, and that's going to be The Fountains of Silence by Ruta Sepetys. You might have heard of this author before if you read Salt to the Sea or Between Shades of Grey. What this one is about: this is set in Madrid, Spain in 1957 under the fascist dictatorship of General Francisco Franco. Spain is hiding a secret. We follow several perspectives, including 18-year-old Daniel Matheson, the son of an oil tycoon who arrives in Madrid with his parents, hoping to connect with the country of his mother's birth through the lens of his camera. Photography and fate introduce him to Anna, whose family's interweaving obstacles reveal the lingering grasp of the Spanish Civil War, as well as chilling definitions of fortune and fear. Daniel's photographs leave him with uncomfortable questions amidst shadows of danger. He is backed into a corner of difficult decisions to protect those he loves. Lives and hearts collide, revealing an incredibly dark side to the sunny Spanish city. Why you should read it. This is another brilliant Sepetys historical fiction, well-researched, and it includes, if you were doing the book version, it includes a little bit of multimedia, and you still do get it in the audiobook. It includes vintage media reports, oral history commentary, photos, and more. So you don't quite get the photos in this. They do give you photo descriptions. And then the vintage media reports are told in sort of an old-timey news fashion. So you get those in a different way through this format as well. So that brings us to 5 minutes. However, if you'll stay for a minute longer, I did want to point out one fantasy pick for this month, which is Reverie by Ryan Lasala. I wanted to point this out because it is currently on Overdrive as their sort of like book of the month pick. So there are many different copies of this. So if you can't get any of the other three because they're gone by the time you're watching this video, I'll give you a brief synopsis of what this is about from the inside jacket. All Kate Montgomery knows for certain is that the police found him half dead in the river. He can't remember how he got there, what happened after, or why his life seems so different now. And it's not just Kane who's different. The world feels off. Reality itself seems different. As Kane pieces together clues, 3 almost strangers claim to be his friends and the only people who can truly tell him what's going on. But as he and the others are dragged into unimaginable worlds that materialize out of nowhere, the school gym warps into a subterranean temple, a nearby historical home blooms into a Victorian romance rife with scandal and sorcery, Kane realizes that nothing in his life is an accident. And when a sinister force threatens to alter reality for good, they will have to do everything they can to stop it before it unravels everything they know. Reverie is a wildly imaginative debut about what happens when the secret worlds people hide within themselves break free. So this is just a bonus pick if you are looking for something to read this month. Those are the November picks. I will see you in December for 3 more picks. Catch you later.